my god, oh 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 my... Dude. I knew it. Finally. Okay, so this drop took me literally over 600 hours worth of playtime in order for it to actually drop. And with Origo being the big encore this week, it was finally time that we stand on business and get our most anticipated shiny to date, that being none other than the phosphene Kaoson, baby. Yeah, you know your boy lucked out. We scored big time today on stream and scored ourselves a juicer. Over 130 big encore runs, not to mention the 24 hours or so worth of cash runs that we did farming normal encores. Now, before we get into the showcase and all that good jazz, I do want to show you guys the actual best way to go about farming this boss, since it is the big encore for the week. I feel like this is actually a really good time to mention it now, especially if you have a friend to play with, because this method, in order to farm Origo the fastest, will revolve around two people. One person who's just going to be sitting at the big encore dumping their iridium, and somebody with the juiced up super good build on the platform to actually take care of Origo in rapid succession. Now, there are a few spots on top of the actual fighting platform in which you can stand on and still spawn Origo over and over again without having to run through the portal and all the way back to the encore machine and back onto the spot. This will save you a lot of time. If you have a really good build, the runs will be very, very fast. Now, the main spot that I like to use is going to be this spot right here in between these two little rocks. One of the rocks has a little cluster of rocks away from a single larger rock. I know it sounds weird to explain, but if you're watching the gameplay, you'll see what I mean. As long as you have somebody down there at the big encore machine just spamming the button, Origo will spawn. It just has a little bit of a run and an example. I'm just going to go ahead and let this play out for you guys so you guys can get a bit better of an understanding of exactly what I'm talking about.
Vault, whenever we want to call it, big encore. His second form is going to have 16 mil.
Okay, bad.
And 3 health bars, so he'll be like the perfect testing for like, is your build legit? Go kill true big encore timekeeper on AM5.
When will we get that raid boss, Bloom Reaper?
December.
Sweet. Just spat it out.
Yeah, I love when you kill him too fast. Except for when you kill him too fast and he spits it out over the void.
That is real.
Yo, does your little orb that's surrounding me, does it buff my fire rate?
Absolutely.
I was wondering, I was like, man, I'm shooting really fast down here.
That's one of the best things about it. Yeah, dude, I get the phosphene KOs in, then I make a video on how to farm this boss proper. This is the tag. See ya.
Right now, I'm the guy that got stuck training the zombie while you did the Easter egg steps.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
Was that supposed to be Price is Right?
It was just me humming.
Oh, I thought it was the bump up, but oh,
Mr. Microman, not everything has to be a reference. Okay, brother. So why is this SMG so sought after, talked about, and what makes it really, really good? Well, the main reason why this weapon is so sought after is the fact that it is an SMG that comes guaranteed with torque stickies. Torque stickies in Borderlands 4 are a little bit insane to say the least. The Kaoson can get up to a 4% sticky bonus, but it also drops at 2% and 3%. So if you get a 4%, you're kind of looking to be in the green right there, my man. That is spicy. That's what we want. That's what we're looking for. And every single Kaoson is going to come in within at Atlas alternate firing mode, or the underbarrel. This weapon can both be a mobbing menace and a bossing machine, depending on your build and your Vault Hunter. The Kaoson is going to be great in both categories, as you'll be able to scale both SMG damage and normal gun damage, along with some juicy splash damage to buff this weapon's stopping power. And of course, for bossing purposes, you generally want to try and ramp up this weapon's rate of fire and get as many stickies on that healthy boss as possible. As you guys will be seeing, we will be taking it on Rafa for the phosphene showcase, because we do love it, along with a little bit of Green Tree Harlow action. Although the bullet hose rapid fire Rafa definitely is better, in my opinion, for our Kaoson. This is one of the main weapons to go after and target and get really good rolls of, as it fills a really good role in any build: a mobbing menace, lots of torque stickies explosions, and a boss melting machine, because you can juice its rate of fire. Because it's an SMG and has a really high base rate of fire, you're looking really good in all categories, and why this weapon is one of the most destructive weapons in the game, and it's so talked about. One thing I do want to mention is the fact that I do not believe that it drops in the radiation element. I have farmed for this weapon for absolutely insane amounts of time, and I have still never, not once, seen a radiation Kaoson. I've seen a Kaoson in every other element, not radiation though. So keep that in mind if you were someone who was looking to go get yourself a radiation Kaoson. I'm here to let you know right now, big dog, you're better off not wasting your time doing that. Just keep that in mind as you are farming the big encore this week for some juicy Kaosons. Also, by the way, we do have our Mo channel where we post extra content too. If you ever want to check that out, just figured out to mention that right quick, my boy. Now that we've introduced you and everybody else into the beautiful weaponry that is our Vladoff SMG, the Kaoson, let's go ahead and run it through with the beautiful phosphene camo and have some fun, shall we? I'd say the splash damage probably is pretty good. It's not like the worst thing in the world. It's useful. Bullet Buddy will mob like crazy for us. This thing's awesome. I figured it'd be better on Rafa, or I would like it more on Rafa, just because just being able to juice this weapon's rate of fire is so sick, in my opinion. And with Bullet Buddy, we have a consistent way for bosses without even really having to think about it. And we have on our jackhammer, so we're really good in the mobbing department too, because we get a lot of free impact damage, just kind of for free, and we just dunk on their face. With our Wattsford in it, bro, we're able to have, you know, free electric damage, or free shock damage rather, pretty consistently as well, because we're gonna have an overshield just because we have so many shots. Shoot, let's just rip it. It's so good. It's so good, dude. Oh no, a hammerhead with a shield. Just smoking him, bro. This thing just rips. I haven't even had to use Bullet Buddy once. I don't need to. You said I needed to. I don't. We got some pretty passive crits as well. Like, we're doing pretty darn good. Oh, here we go. Got a vile enemy. Yeah, boy. I know he's gonna explode soon. Yeah. Don't see ya. Bye. So good. That elemental leader destroyed. That guy fried. Nothing. Our Kaoson is too goated with the sauce, but luckily it took. Where'd they go? Where'd he go? Nobody knows, chat. Nobody knows. You know, I'm like, they say nothing's guaranteed in life, but I really believe that the Packers are going to beat the Carolina Panthers today. and we will move to 6-1-1 on the season. You know, I don't like to ever try and get cocky, especially with NFL, because dude, I saw the Packers lose to the Browns earlier this season, so nothing's ever guaranteed. But I'm feeling pretty darn confident that we can handle the Panthers at home. Who are low-key 4-4? How'd that happen? And like Panthers are one bit, or they're 500. Panthers have been 500 in like 2-3 years. Definitely not since Bryce Young's been under center. I couldn't tell you. What was it? Maybe like the first 3 weeks of 2022 or 2021, they were 3-0 or some stuff. I don't know, dude. Oh, crud. Oh, yeah. Wait a second, wait a second. Triple bypass season. Triple freaking bypass season, baby. Oh, let me not get caught in it though. High key. It's like high key did not want to get caught in that. I remember 2010 very well. That's when we won that's when the Packers won the Super Bowl. So I remember that season. Dude, I was in 5th grade when that game happened. Oh yes. 12 million HP. Watch my thing of beauty kick some butt, boys. Hehehe. Yes, 12 million HP. Phosphene Kaoson doesn't care. It doesn't matter. Look at all that loot. Mmm, so juicy. So good. So good, dude. I do think this is a pretty nice little setup though for the Kaoson. You get down to here, you get El Soldado for some extra gun damage that you can scale because it's an overdrive skill and you're using Dancers really good. It pairs perfectly with Jacques as well. A little bit of deadline, just getting that fire rate, just juiced. Splash damage on Mirage I feel like is pretty nice. High key, deft hands, just more fire rate. It's just good. Obviously Bullet Buddy for the bosses, just kind of cooks. And like I low-key think the Jackhammer on this build is better than the Hero of Bullet, just because like for mobbing essentially it's better and you're just able to get a lot of free extra damage out of your stickies even on the impact now for their mobs. It'd be very nice, although you know you could argue for the Hero of Bullet still really good just for the extra fire rate and the extra chance to add an extra projectiles. Really good. They're both really good class items, enhancements, however you want to word it. Really good. So reviving. Then the Wattsford Inner Shield obviously is really good with Siphon. This is how you just give yourself free passive shock damage. Very good. Deadeye firmware and Lifeblood help keeps you alive since we are not using a kill spring. In most options we're using a triple bypass or a war paint and not using our kill spring. Having at least the 2 out of 3 into Lifeblood for our survivability is very nice. And obviously Deadeye is just so good because you get free crit damage everywhere and we love free crit damage. Also, that is part of the reason why we spec 2 into Brain Dump as free extra passive crit chance for our weapons while we're in overdrive is going to be very good. We'll happily take that. Bada bing, bada boom. Dude, the phosphene is so pretty. It's so pretty. And with that, fellas, we've arrived here. Part of the video where I thank our beautiful members. If you guys ever want to get your name mentioned in videos, all you gotta do is become a member at the lowest tier. You get your name mentioned in some videos. Huge shout out to the homie KJ42 for being our tier 3 member. My man, my dog. Really appreciate you going those extra miles to support the channel, brother, man. It really does help out and it means a lot. Shout out to KJ. And of course, shout out to Pikachu, our longest tenured member. Hitting that juicer 8 months coming up real soon. You guys are awesome. And I really do appreciate you guys being members of the channel. You guys are truly the MVPs. Also, my friendly pyros, we do have our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Kree, KWREE. You guys have a great day. Consider subscribing and I'll see your beautiful faces in that next one. Adios.